Hello, my name is Hannah. Today I'm going to be talking about radical kindness. Last week I was away at a conference finishing my university degree. Now I'd had quite a stressful week of assignments and assessments and I wasn't feeling too good, but one morning I walked into my classroom and realised that someone had left something there for me and the others in my year who were finishing the degree. And when I went over to look, I realised that someone had left us a big box of chocolate and biscuits, and alongside that was this note full of encouraging things, just saying how proud of us they were and how they wanted to encourage us and wish us well. Now this gift was actually from a guy in the year below us. I didn't know him very well at all, and neither did any of my friends. None of us had a particularly close friendship with him. But when I went to find him that lunchtime to ask him why he did it and to say thank you, he said that he just wanted to bless us. He just wanted to do something kind. He didn't have any particular motive. In fact, he was never even going to see us again after that week probably, but he just wanted to do something kind. And for me, that served as an example of something that I would call radical kindness, something with no selfish motivation, just for the good of someone else. Now, the dictionary definition of kindness is this: the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. And I think that sums it up in part, but actually I wonder if kindness can be something more than that. Perhaps it's also about putting not our own needs first, but the needs of someone else, doing something just for the benefit of somebody else rather than thinking about ourselves. So although I've just finished a university degree, I would actually say that one of the most important things that I've learned came from a time when I was about 5 or 6 years old. When I was little, I used to worry about not doing very well at school, particularly falling behind academically or getting in trouble. Now, my mum always used to say something to me before I went to school. She would say, "Remember, it's better to be kind than to be clever." And then when I was at school, I would hold that in my head and I would try and apply that to my day. And actually that's something that was really important then as a child growing up, but also now it's something that I still remember and still try and hold to. Often, if we're honest, we value other things above kindness. Looking back, that phrase has been so key, and actually you can replace the word clever with anything. For example, it's better to be kind than popular, or it's better to be kind than successful. I wonder what you think of that principle. So as you go about your day to day, think about where your priorities lie. Think about what kind of person you want to be and what kind of difference you want to make to other people. Do you want to be clever or kind? Do you want to be popular or kind? I also want to recognise that it can be quite hard to be kind sometimes, particularly if we struggle with our relationship with someone or we don't really get on with someone in particular. But I think that's where kindness becomes particularly important. Maybe today you can think of something that you can do for someone else, a bit like the story that I told you earlier. So I would encourage you to think of one kind thing that you can do for someone else this week, whether that's an act of encouragement or writing a letter or giving someone a gift. You can be creative with it. Just think of something kind that you can do for someone else this week. Now, Matthew 5:38-42 takes this concept even further. Jesus reminds us that kindness isn't always easy, but it is so important. He urges us to take kindness to the next level. "You have heard that it was said, 'Eye for an eye and tooth for tooth.' But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you." So taking this further, maybe you can think of someone who it would be hard to show kindness to. So my challenge to you is to hold that person in your thinking today and try and think of a practical way in which you can show them kindness. Good luck.